So I just saw two major peace deals over the break, and I have to say that a great power that we saw in the World War II campaign definitely won't be that strong in this one. And even though I'm showing you France, I'm definitely not referring to France, because if you remember, France got their butt kicked by Nazi Germany. Well, technically they weren't Nazis at the time, I do realize that, but they got their butt kicked by Germany in the World War II campaign. But this time, they're getting their booty kicked by Italy. Italy took quite a few corps away from southern France, but the thing that I was talking about in the intro was this. Bam! Yeah, so China got their booty handed to them multiple times by both Tibet and Russia, as well as by the Japanese and the British. Now, did the British get anything? Oh, the British did get something. That's nice of them. The British got, looks like three nice provinces there, kind of moving now into kind of Southeast Asia, closer to Thailand. Well, actually, they're just bordering Tibet a little bit more. Notice that this Tibet-Russian alliance stays since Russia supported their independence, and China was forced to release a big chunk of Mongolia and Yarkand. So China's gonna be in a tough situation, as well as Wu. You gotta watch Wu. Oh yeah, Japan took a ton of stuff away. We'll see if they can use that to their advantage. I don't know why the AI doesn't choose to grab more coastal provinces, though. I really feel like for the Japanese, if they were to grab, all the Chinese coastal provinces, that would help them out much, much more. Because, I mean, Japan is almost all entirely coastal as it is. You might as well really build up that navy. Because Japan has to pretty much, oh, look, they just transferred to, is it Quinn? Well, Wu turned into Quinn, just like that. But either way, I mean, the Japanese are kind of like the British, where they have to have a big navy in order to protect themselves. Now, I'm not saying that China can't rise up and come back. It's just gonna be tough, obviously. Oh, and Qing is here. Qing also is here. They're just a very similar yellow, so that was part of the issue. There are two wars that, okay, never mind. There's two different wars, because I was talking, there's technically two wars, but I was talking about a different one. Yeah, the Chile war is still going on between Argentina and Peru. Chile has 23 war score over Argentina. Let me go ahead and check down on that. How is Peru not helping? How is Chile dominating both Argentina and Peru at the same time? Are they just that beast or what? Maybe they are. Maybe, you know what? Because I think Peru just got out of a big war. That could have been the reason for it. Well, anyways, so we have Portuguese Angola trying to gain their independence. And oh, look at that. Nice Persia trying to help out. So Portugal called in the British. The British are not to be messed with in this campaign. Well, they weren't to be messed with in the previous campaign as well, but yes. So this is going to be a big deal. We also have potentially Portuguese Mozambique trying to also fight for their own independence. And this will actually help out South Africa, so that's a smart move. And the DRC, who just got their independence, are also going to be helping out a little bit. Rhodesia and Cape Colony shouldn't be able to fight all four nations. The problem is when the British start to come down from British Sudan, British Egypt. The colonies themselves shouldn't be too powerful, but I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, Persia's not gonna. Persia actually might cause the ending of this conflict very quickly. There's no way, because remember, technology is gonna make a difference, and I don't think Persia is westernized just yet. Pretty sure they are, yeah, in the Muslim tech group. So yeah, that's a bad thing. That is a very bad thing. You know what else is weird that I noticed over the break was this: the Ottomans are being guaranteed by Russia, even though they hate each other. They both hate each other. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that doesn't make sense. That definitely makes sense. I understand kind of guaranteeing. Maybe Russia wants this land for themselves. I understand the reason behind it, but I just don't think I've noticed that before. I don't think I've ever really seen that before. Maybe it's because I never actually look at the opinions after. I just assume, oh yeah, well, if Russia's guaranteeing the Ottomans, then they must like each other. But I knew that they didn't like each other. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, that should make for an interesting diplomatic relationship here. Obviously, the Ottomans still have their vassal, not a very big vassal. They're also guaranteeing the independence of Najd and Persia. Actually, same thing's going on here. The Ottomans don't like Persia, but they're still guaranteeing the independence of them. Strange. Oh my gosh, I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay, so let's continue on. We're at speed 5. Let's see if these African powers can rise up and hold back the British. The British will be pretty distracted by the Persians, but Ooh, Germany going to war with Sweden, and they already have 69 war score. Oh, well, they did have the help of Norway, so that makes it a big difference. Portuguese Angola already at -3 war score, so that's not good. Okay, Germany, what's going on here? How'd you end up doing that? Oh, you know what? Denmark just got eliminated, so it wasn't too long ago that they. So you know what? I think Sweden might have been allied to Denmark. Maybe they both. Okay, either two things happened. Either this is one single war. Let me see right here. Change government type of Sweden. It probably wasn't. I don't think Denmark and Sweden probably hated each other. Yeah, they do hate each other. So I think it was just Germany declared war on Denmark, and they just really, wiped up Denmark really quick. And then right after that war was ended, they went to war with Sweden, and now they ended their war with Sweden, and they took 2 to 5 provinces, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces. I wonder how much Norway really helped, though. I gotta imagine that they probably helped out a lot. Also, where is the Swedish Navy? The Swedish Navy is supposed to stop things like this from happening, but I guess not. Still, pretty smart move. Does Germany still like Italy, even though Italy's been expanding? I guess so. Italy's really hated by France, or vice versa. They both don't like each other. France and Italy don't like each other more than France and Germany don't like each other. So that's kind of a big deal. Okay, let's go back here. There is another war. Honduras versus Nicaragua. Yes, Nicaragua. I don't know. I'm like almost pronouncing that right, but it's hard. It's very difficult. Is this Darfur? No. Oh, actually, Portugal is actually deciding to do something here. That's interesting. Portugal would want to do anything in this war. Well, that's nice of them. So there's a lot of occupations going on so far with the kind of the Independence Alliance. So that's not a good start. How's Persia doing? Hey, Persia's doing okay. Are the Ottomans involved? No. The Ottomans are just moving through. Oh, the Ottomans sold their lending over their military units. So Persia has no military units of themselves, but this is actually a smart choice. The Ottomans are allowing Persia to borrow regiments because I'm assuming the Ottomans don't want the British themselves taking over this land. The Ottomans probably want this for their empire. So they don't want Persia to get taken over by the British, and the Ottomans probably have a much better chance of taking over the British. Taking over Persia than the British themselves. So, oh, here we go. So there's a 31 stack and a 27 stack. This is going to be pretty dicey here. There are a lot of vassals you need to worry about, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty far behind in technology. I am pretty sure that that is the case. And are you done? Are you going to give them back their troops, or maybe not? Or, oh, there's a 26 stack here. Oh, so you're going to go fight them. This is actually very smart because the Persians can't fight the British themselves without this technology. Obviously, the Ottomans have a much better technology group to fight the British off. So if they just use this regimen, man, this must be really expensive for the Persians. Like, who knows? The Ottomans, the AI could be allowing them to borrow this troop for maybe, a little bit of money, not that much. Luxembourg is going to get destroyed by the Germans, so the Germans are starting to go crazy. That didn't take long, so just like that, I mean, the Germans just got, like, what? How many more provinces? At least, like, 10 provinces. 10 province swing. Has the following vassal. Oh, and you also have vassalized the Commonwealth. That is interesting. Allied to Norway, Italy, and Ethiopia. Still not the strongest of allies. Austria still dealing with the Slovakian separatists. 53 stack. Obviously, no one's really going to be able to do anything about that, I don't think. That's going to be tough to combat against, especially when Austria only has, like, what? Like, less than 10,000 troops? They're trying to help out Romania at the same time. But, yeah, that's not going too well. Let me see what happened to Chile. Chile, where you at, guys? You actually ended up losing that. Oh, did Bolivia screw things up for you? Because it kind of looks like it. Bolivia might have declared their own separate war, which caused Chile to force a peace treaty between Argentina and Peru. And boom, Bolivia just swooped in there. Also, this is interesting because I've never really seen Bolivia allied to Brazil. Brazil could really help support Bolivia for the most part. That's kind of interesting. They're guaranteeing the independence of Venezuela. So I'm not... Oh, but they like each other. Interesting. USA still doing okay. How about the Mexicans to the south? They are... Yeah, they're fine. How are you guys feeling towards each other? Mexico, attack Central America, man. What you doing? It always takes Mexico a little bit of time before he's ready to attack. So we are past the Roaring 20s and now into the Depression 30s, I guess you could say. Italy is attacking Serbia. We have Germany now attacking Switzerland. Wow, this is crazy. So Germany and Italy, they're not holding anything back anymore. Germany did lose World War I, but that did not stop them for long. And bam, just like that, more provinces to the German Empire. That did not take long at all. So Italy is going to try to fight off and destroy Serbia. Oh, and they did, just like that. And now we have a new Italian-Ottoman border. And I know these two don't like each other. Well, nobody really likes the Ottomans. But these guys especially don't like each other, it looks like. Kind of looks like that. Okay. Are the Austrians going to do anything about their rebel situation? Also, does Germany... Well, Austria's okay. Things are going to get dicey because we do have a very strong Russia and a very strong Germany. And Russia is allied to the British at this point. Oh, Russia and China. Oh, well, Russia's trying to fight Kiev, but China just decided to support their friend. All right. And boom, now Germany goes after Belgium. Jeez, Germany, this is crazy. How much aggression? You know what? You probably don't care about aggression, aggressive, expansive. Aggressive, expansion. There you go. I can say it right. It only takes me a little bit. Oh my gosh, how many allies do you have? Great Britain, Brazil, France, Russia, Japan, Australia. Australia's been relatively quiet, but I'm waiting for them to really uprise here. Australia is going to be very interesting. Obviously, them controlling this island is a big deal. It's a very big deal. How about New Zealand? Is New Zealand going to do anything? I really hope so. Really like New Zealand. Oh, that's... Have we always been able to check the country's stability by hovering over their flag? I don't know. Well, that's awesome that we can do that now. Stability +1. We also get to see their ideas. And, yeah, number of ideas. Technology level, religion, secular, which I believe this map is mostly secular. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Except for the Ottomans, the Persians. China is still technically Confucianism. We have Shinto from Japan. But yeah, no, most of the... Well, Orthodox is strong in Russia. Most of Europe is secular, though. And so is almost all of Africa, very secular. But that's part of it is because of all the colonies and all of the New World secular. I mean, it's secular state religion. Except for Argentina. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Really? Why? Why is that? There must be some sort of historical thing there that I'm not familiar with, which is kind of like everything, I guess. Okay, so we got Qatar versus Naj in the Arabian Peninsula. I do want to see how Russia's going to do. Russia, how you going to do, buddy? What's going on here? You actually have been sieged out a few times. You've lost a few provinces to a few sieges. And, well, what else is going on? Surprised that Greece is still alive. I completely forgot that Greece is still alive. I don't know why. Yeah, Portuguese Angola, they lost Persia. Persia's no longer involved in this war. And so... Obviously, they're going to retain their independence, and South Korea, or I'm sorry, South Africa is going to probably be forced to no longer like these guys. Maybe they can still technically have a high opinion of them, but this alliance is going to be removed. That is for sure. 1933, as we head forward, and I do want to see what's going to be going on during modern, like World War II times. See, I want to know what will happen if, like, will Germany and Italy ever fight against each other? Will this alliance ever break down? I mean, what kind of diplomatic impacts is enemy of an enemy, alliance? So enemy of an enemy is helping. Who is that? I'm imagining France. They both probably don't like France. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, it's France. So what happens when Germany and Italy destroy France? And France is no longer, you know, big enough to be both of their rivals. That is when this diplomatic modifier is really going to make a big difference. 20 is going to go away. And then maybe improved opinion of each other. Ooh, Germany's opinion of Italy is much lower. Oh, Germany's actually starting to desire a few Italian lands. So maybe that will be the cause of the end of this friendship. Did Russia always have Tibet involved? No, they just called those guys in. All right, well, Tibet and Great Britain are going to be able to help out a lot, obviously. We might see China lose even more land. Now, when is the Japanese... Are they through with their truce soon? No, 6 years. And the Japanese really are probably wanting to get involved because the more the Japanese can kind of eat up, the better they're going to be able to defend themselves from someone like Russia. Russia, who's just incredibly powerful at this point. Russia very much does not like Germany. So we could see the repeat of... We might be seeing the repeat of World War II right now. Russia allied to Great Britain. They like France. Are they allied to both Great Britain and France? No, but they're close. And they hate Germany and Italy. This is starting to shape up to be very similar. And we've got Germany kind of eating up smaller nations, growing in strength, threatening war. I mean, the problem is that there's been several wars that's been going on all throughout this time. But still, it's starting to shape up very much like a World War II scenario. I don't know. Remember, Russia is the most powerful country in the game right now. I don't know who would win this. I have no idea. How's Afghanistan doing? Afghanistan allied to China. China needs some sort of alliance member, so that's... I guess that's good for them. 16. How about the Australians? Australians hate the Dutch, and the Dutch hate the Australians. And American opinion of the Dutch. So the Americans have a high opinion of the Dutch. See, how are the Americans going to play into all this? Who do the Americans like when it comes to Europe? Oh, they really don't like Germany, but they also really don't like Great Britain. Ooh. They have no feelings towards Russia or Italy, though. So I think one of those two countries is going to make the big difference. I feel like. Now, why don't you like Great Britain, though? Why? That's strange. Are you guys rivaled? They're probably just rivaled. Yeah, they are. So, I mean, that could change at some point, but, you know, we'll see. Oh, and the USA also desires... Well, that's the British opinion. I'm sorry, the British opinion of the USA, but the British desire a few provinces from America as well. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. It's 1935, gearing up for getting into the World War II timeline. I don't know if... oh, man, we've got some new wars. Italy versus Austria. Germany, with Germany's help. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.